a deep thrumming that matches your own heartbeat. A wide shot of the F1 grid before the lights go out, with thousands of fans in the grandstands. The first red light glows. The second red light glows. The third red light glows. The fourth red light glows. The fifth red light glows. Then darkness. Engines scream. Everyone's foot goes to the floor. The camera focuses on the pole sitter, a silver arrow leading the charge into turn 1. All eyes are glued to the asphalt. This is the final race of the season. Everything is on the line. Nobody, not even the drivers, could have imagined what happens next. This isn't just a race, it's a story waiting for its final, unbelievable chapter to be written in tarmac and tire smoke. The race begins under a perfect, cloudless sky. It's almost deceivingly peaceful. The cars line up on the grid, each one a masterpiece of engineering, humming with nervous energy. Inside the cockpit, some drivers bounce in their seats. Others stare blankly ahead, their focus absolute. The leaders, the two title contenders, are side by side on the front row. Max Verstappen, Lewis Hamilton. They fight for every inch of tarmac from the very first corner. A small mistake, a slight lockup, costs precious tenths of a second. The pit stops begin, a frantic ballet of strategy and speed that shuffles the order. In the stands, fans are a sea of color, roaring with every move. The cameras don't miss a thing, capturing the raw, unfiltered drama as it unfolds. It's a chess match at 200 miles per hour. The opening laps are about finding a rhythm, managing the tires and not doing anything silly. You're trying to stay close but not too close, saving your rubber for when it really counts later on. Max Verstappen sets a fastest lap. Lewis Hamilton responds with a fastest lap. The gap between them is a yo-yo, stretching and shrinking with every corner.
You can hear the tension in the team radio messages. Pace is good, Lewis, pace is good. Then a calm but firm, okay, Max, we need to respond.
It's a calculated dance, a high-stakes game where every single input matters. The tension slowly builds, from the pit wall to the furthest grandstand. The initial chaos of the start settles into a relentless pursuit. Engineers are constantly on the radio, feeding information about tire temperatures, brake wear, gaps to the cars behind. The drivers have to process all this while wrestling a beast of a machine around the track. They are pilots, they are strategists, they are athletes. The early stages show a familiar pattern. Hamilton builds a comfortable lead. Verstappen, in second, seems to have no answer. The race looks like it's slipping away. As we hit the mid-race point, the pace gets brutally fast. This is where the real work begins. Mercedes, Red Bull, the tires, which felt fresh and grippy at the start, are now starting to protest. They squeal in the corners. The drivers can feel the car sliding more and more. You're constantly fighting the wheel, feeling the heat from the engine seep into the cockpit. It's a battle against the car. It's a battle against the track. It's a battle against the man in the car ahead or behind. You're just trying to hang on, lap after lap. One midfield driver suddenly finds another gear. It's Sergio Perez. He comes alive. He pulls off a stunning overtake on one car, then another, all in one lap. Visual. Sergio Perez's Red Bull car going wheel to wheel with a McLaren mid-overtake. The Mexican fans go absolutely wild, flags waving. His radio call is short and direct.
Pushing now.
His breathing is heavy. Engineer. Checo, that was mega. Keep this pace.
The garage claps, a small, vital victory. This part of the race is a grind. It's about consistency. Laps tick by. Easy to let your mind wander. But you can't let it. Hit every breaking point. Hit every apex. The gap between Hamilton and Verstappen stays stubbornly stable. Lewis is controlling the race from the front. A masterclass in tire management. Max is giving it everything. His car dancing on the edge of adhesion, but he can't close the gap. Hope in the Red Bull garage starts to fade.
Radio, gap to Lewis is 8.5 seconds, Max. Frustrated silence. On the other side, pace is good, Lewis. Just manage the gap. tone calm, confident, almost serene.
Cameras follow the leaders through traffic, lapping slower cars at the back of the field. Each blue flag a small hurdle, a potential for lost time. But Hamilton is flawless. He carves through backmarkers with surgical precision. The championship trophy seems headed once again to the Mercedes garage. Then, everything changes. A crash happens at the back of the pack. It's a small incident. A Williams driver, Nicholas Latifi, gets it wrong and puts his car into the wall. It's not a huge impact, but the car is stranded in a dangerous position. It's a moment that, on its own, is just a footnote in a long race. But this time, it's the catalyst for chaos. The yellow flags wave, safety car deployed. Safety car deployed. The entire pack of snarling F1 cars is forced to slow down and bunch up behind the silver Mercedes-AMG safety car. The teams are thrown into a frenzy. This is the moment where championships are won and lost. Strategies are torn up and rewritten in a matter of seconds. The big question, to pit, not to pit? Red Bull smells blood. They have nothing to lose.
Box, Max, box.
Verstappen dives into the pit lane for a fresh set of soft, grippy tires. Mercedes has a tougher choice. If they pit Hamilton, they risk losing track position. If they don't, he'll be a sitting duck on old, worn-out tires. They roll the dice.
Stay out, Lewis, stay out.
The decision is made. Hamilton stays on track, his comfortable lead completely erased. The race is now completely open. What was a predictable procession has become an electrifying lottery. All the drivers who were miles behind are now right on the gearbox of the cars in front. The tension is unbearable. The cameras cut to the faces of the team principals, Toto Wolff, Christian Horner. Their expressions tell the whole story. Horner is a picture of nervous excitement, a hunter who has just been given a golden opportunity. Wolff is stone-faced, his jaw tight as he speaks into the radio, a picture of disbelief and frustration. The race has been turned on its head. The laps tick down behind the safety car. The marshals work quickly to clear Latifi's car from the track. The whole world is watching and waiting. Will the race restart? Will it finish behind the safety car? The radio messages are flying back and forth between the teams and race control.
Michael, we just need one racing lap.
The fans are on their feet, their phones out, recording what could be a history-making moment. The cars trundle around the track, Hamilton leading the pack, Verstappen right behind him on fresh tires, like a shark circling its prey. The stage is set for an epic final showdown. The battle for the lead becomes intensely personal. Two drivers, two teams, two philosophies clashing on the biggest stage. As they prepare for the restart, close-up shots of their hands gripping the steering wheels, knuckles white. The team radio messages flash across the screen as subtitles.
You will have one lap of racing, Max, says his engineer. From the Mercedes pit wall, Lewis, you can do this. We believe in you.
This is raw sport, human emotion meeting mechanical perfection. The safety car pulls into the pits. The green lights flash. There is one lap to go. Hamilton gets a good restart. Verstappen is immediately all over his gearbox. They race down the straight, wheel to wheel, a blur of silver and dark blue.
They brake impossibly late for the first corner, mirrors almost touching. The roar from the crowd is deafening. The TV announcer's voice is cracking with excitement. The camera cuts between the on-track action and the faces in the crowd.
Hope, fear, joy, despair.
The music on the broadcast swells, a rising crescendo that perfectly captures the heart-pounding action. The team radio is a constant stream of information and emotion. "He's pushing me off," shouts one driver. "Defend the inside line," instructs an engineer.
Into turn 5, Verstappen makes his move. He sees a sliver of an opening on the inside. He dives for it, a do-or-die lunge. Hamilton sees him coming and has to take evasive action, going slightly wide. The two cars are side by side through the corner, a breathtaking display of car control and bravery. Verstappen emerges in the lead. The Red Bull garage explodes. The Mercedes garage falls into stunned silence. But it's not over yet. There are still 2 long straights to go. Hamilton isn't giving up. He tucks into the slipstream, preparing for one last attack. This isn't just a race, it's a fight to the bitter end. The last lap, one final tour of the Abu Dhabi circuit to decide the World Championship. The tension is almost a physical force, pressing down on everyone. The camera cuts to the faces in the stands, a father and son with hands on their heads, a woman biting her nails, a sea of orange-clad fans roaring with hope.
The music rises, a dramatic score for a dramatic moment. The team radios are electric. "Get on with it, Michael." A frustrated Toto Wolff pleads with the race director.
In the Red Bull camp, frantic instructions, pure adrenaline. The world holds its breath.
Verstappen leads, but Hamilton is right there. He has the benefit of the slipstream down the long back straight. It feels inevitable that he will retake the position. Max defends the inside line, forcing Lewis to go the long way around. They are side by side, engines screaming at the top of their rev range. The sound is like thunder rolling across the desert. For a split second, it looks like Hamilton has the momentum. But Max brakes late, incredibly late, and holds the position through the next chicane. It's a move of pure instinct and bravery, a move that will be replayed a million times.
The team radio erupts. "Max Verstappen, you are the world champion, the world champion," Christian Horner shouts, voice breaking. "Oh my God! Oh my God!" Max screams, laughing and crying.
The cameras find the Red Bull garage. Mechanics on the floor, crying. Engineers hugging. Engineers jumping up and down. The crowd goes absolutely insane. Just a few meters down the pit lane, there is silence. Hamilton pulls his car over after the finish line. He sits there for a long time before slowly removing his helmet, his face a mask of disbelief and exhaustion. Slow motion replays dominate the broadcast. The dive into turn 5, the wheel-to-wheel battle down the straight, the final desperate defense, the tiny margins that decided everything, extreme close-up of the tires, extreme close-up of the driver's eyes, shaking hands on the pit wall. The music swells to a powerful climax and then fades to a single poignant note as the cars complete their cool-down lap. An overhead shot showing Verstappen's car just crossing the finish line, inches ahead of Hamilton's car. This wasn't just a lap of racing. It was a cinematic masterpiece written in real time. Why does this single lap matter so much? Because it was a perfect storm of everything that makes this sport incredible. No matter how much data you have, no matter how perfect your strategy is, sport is ultimately unpredictable. It's about those split-second decisions made under immense pressure. It's about the unbreakable trust between a driver and their team. A trust that allows them to risk it all for one shot at glory. It's about controlling your nerves when your heart is trying to beat its way out of your chest. This final lap made a hero out of one driver and showed the immense character of another. Behind the scenes, the story continues. The engineers pore over the data trying to understand every millisecond.
The drivers face the media, their voices raw with emotion. "This is unbelievable," the winner says, still struggling to process what happened.
Firstly, a big congratulations to Max and to his team, says the defeated driver, showing incredible sportsmanship in a moment of crushing disappointment.
Their words are simple, but they carry immense weight. Online, the fans are already dissecting every moment. Memes spread like wildfire. Clips spread like wildfire. Quotes spread like wildfire. The race becomes an instant legend. This lap will be in highlight reels for the next 50 years.
It will be the story that new fans are told to get them hooked on the sport. Old school fans will nod and say it's one of the greatest finishes. Commentators will use it as the ultimate example of courage, timing, and a little bit of luck.
Rival teams will study the data of the cars and of the decisions made on the pit wall, learning lessons that will influence races for years to come. It transcended the sport and became a global talking point. In the end, as the track cools and the floodlights begin to dim, the winner stands on the podium, lifting the championship trophy high above his head. Fireworks explode in the night sky. The fans chant his name. The losing driver, ever the professional, smiles through the pain and applauds his rival. They share a handshake, a moment of pure respect between two warriors. The cameras pull back, showing the vast, empty circuit. The race is over, but the story of that final lap will live on forever. It reminded everyone that in Formula One, you have to watch until the very last second, because anything can happen.